Okay, we'll now work on problems 3 and 4 of the midterm. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new part. And there were many ways to approach this part. So I'm going to do it in one particular way, and you may have approached it in a completely different way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in an additive technique. So I'm going to build this back wall, which is 2 inches in this direction, 4 inches in this direction, and 2 inches thick. So I'm going to create a sketch on the front plane. I'm just going to go ahead and make a box, and I'll make this 6. I'll make this dimension 4, and I will extrude it at a distance of 2. I'll go to Features, Extruded Boss, and set the distance to 2. I can then go ahead and make up this little rectangle, which is going to be 1 by 2 and extruded out by 1. So I'll do a sketch onto this face. I'll make my little rectangle, put in my dimensions. This is a dimension of 2. This is a dimension of 1. And we will extrude it at a distance of 1. I could then create an L shape that is 1 by 1, and it'll come out a distance of 3. So I'll do sketch onto this face. I could actually use a thin feature here, why not? So I'll just do a convert entities. I'll convert this line and this line. And then I'll do features, extruded boss. It knows that it's going to be a thin feature, so I'll make the thickness 1. I'll flip the direction, and the distance I want it to come out is 3. And now I just need to add in the features of this wall. So I'll create a sketch onto this plane, and so I want to make this dimension is 2. The dimension from here to this edge is also 2. I can put in a sketch relation because these two are equal to each other. And lastly, because this whole distance is 3, with this is 2, this is already set as being 1. So I can do features, extruded boss, flip the direction, and set the distance to 1. Now to check that my part looks right, I'll hit Control-7 to put it in an isometric view, and I'll compare what I have with what's in the drawing, and the two look compatible with each other. I could go around now and check the different distances using the measure tool just to verify, but what we'll do here is we'll use the evaluate. We'll go to mass properties, and we will find out that the volume is 84 cubic inches and the surface area is 168 square inches. All right, so that was pretty straightforward. Now, there was a couple things we needed to do when we went to problem 4 now. We had a number of modifications that we needed to make. So we gave this multi-view drawing, and we gave the isometric view. So you see that there's a couple fillets going in here. There's a circular arc cutout and an extruded feature on the top of the part. So we'll approach this one step at a time. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put in these 4.4 fillets. So we'll go to the Features tab, we'll go to Fillet, we'll set the fillet parameter to be 0.4, and we'll select 1, 2, 3, 4 locations. Say OK. And we'll go ahead and create this circular cutout, which has a radius of 1.25. And we see by looking at the left-hand side of the part that it goes to a depth of 3. So we'll do a sketch onto this face. I'll just use the circle tool. I could use the center arc tool, but the circle tool is easier. Just create a circle, and the dimension here for the circle is going to be 2 times 1.25 or 2.5. And we will do Features, Extruded Cut, and we'll extrude the cut to a distance of 3. So we need to get to the top face. So I'll create a sketch onto the top face. And we know that we have a line that's down at 1. It's going to be horizontal there. So I'm just going to, right away, I'll create a center line here, make it horizontal, and I'll just drag it across. And I'll put in that dimension from here to here. My dimension is 1. Now I need to put in 2 circles, and I'll put 2 lines to make them tangents. So I'll go ahead and I'll just put 1 circle in here and a smaller circle over here. Again, we're given radiuses, but we're going to put diameters in. So this one will have a diameter that's 2 times 0.5 or 1. This one is going to have a diameter that's 2 times 0.25 or 0.5. Put in the distances for these circles from this circle to this right edge. We're told that it should be 1.5. And then the distance between the 2 circles from here to here should be 3.5. All right, so the last thing we need to do is we need to put in tangent lines. So if we move this over here a little bit, zoom in a little bit. So if I click anywhere on this circle and drag over to this circle and allow it to do its thing, it'll put it in as a tangent line. Again, going back to the line tool, if I just click on this circle and drag over to this circle, now I just clicked and dragged, so I make the line segment and allow it to snap there. And we see here that it didn't exactly do what we wanted. Where's the tangency on this one? So it's tangent here. I could just delete this line and put it back on again, but I won't. I'll just click that endpoint, hit Control, and make the 2 of those coincidence. And over here, I'll just drag this line a little bit. You'll note that it won't put in the tangent sketch relation. So I'll select the line, hold down my Control key, select the circle, and make them tangent. Okay, so I have a fully defined sketch, and we come out here and we see that the total extrusion for this feature should be 1.25. So we'll do Features, Extruded Boss. I need to select the items that I'm going to extrude. So I'll select the elements of the circle. I'll remember to select the entire circle here, and the center line forces us to choose or select both contours. So the distance is 1.25, and we'll say OK. And we can put this in isometric view, so I'll do a Control-7, and you can again compare it to the drawings that we have. That looks appropriate, but again we can do Control-1. So that is the view. I can set my view to the line view. Sometimes that might make it easier to make the comparison. So that all looks right. So we look at the front view, the view looks right. If I use my arrow keys to look at the left-hand view, again the view looks right. And if we rotate to the top view. Once again, our view looks correct. If I go to the Evaluate tab and go to Mass Properties, we get a volume of 84.22 and a surface area of 177.42 square inches. All right, so that concludes problems 3 and 4 of the midterm exam.